Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today I want to talk about a specific SEO strategy that you guys really need to implement as fast as possible, because with all of these AI advancements coming out, all of these different chat LLMs, right? Like ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, and all of these guys, they are providing users information in a very different way, right? I think I spoke before in another video that these tools are basically showing fresh information. They are prioritizing recent information rather than like traditional evergreen, blog posts or content that you see on Google. And I was on LinkedIn and I follow this guy. His name is Tim Solo. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he is the CMO of Ahrefs, which is a huge company in terms of SEO, has a lot of different data points. So what he's saying is that the era of evergreen SEO content is over, and we're entering the era of fast SEO, right? There's little point in writing yet another the ultimate guide to blah 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 or the 10 best steps to blah blah blah. Most evergreen topics have already been covered to death and turned into common knowledge. Google is therefore happy to give an AI answer, and searchers are fine with that. Instead, the real opportunity lies in spotting and covering new trends or even setting them yourself. So as you can see, these are like a few examples of some of these trends, some keywords, right? Someone posts something, it's very high relevancy, and then slowly as the months go by, as you can see, this is April all the way to September, the relevancy is very low. And you can see this with all of these other keywords as well, from very high to low. It's only a matter of time before these topics turn into common knowledge, but while they're fresh, Google doesn't seem confident enough to hand them over to AI. Or maybe users just prefer to hear it straight from the source. And I like this shift. Content teams should be more like newsrooms and less like libraries. That's kind of the main thing that I read from this post, because let's be honest, rewriting the same article for the 5th time in 2 years, trying to squeeze in some originality just to appeal to Google's algorithm is exhausting. I agree. It's far more exciting to chase new ideas and explore new ground. So originally, Google searches would look like this, right? You search for a specific keyword in Google or a specific question. You don't want to have a conversation with Google. You're just searching for something and expecting sources in return. You're expecting potential answers in return over here, right? These are potential answers with different links, different websites, different blog posts, and so on and so forth. And then you, as a user, you write this question and then you go link to link, right? You enter this link, all right, you found something, but it wasn't quite it. Go this link, all right, it's cool, let's leave it open in one tab. And let's now open this link and so on and so forth. And then you can finally come up with an answer, or with you're satisfied with an answer. So that's the traditional way. But now, obviously, with chats, you're kind of having a conversation, right? You're starting off writing a question. The chat gives you like some type of answer over here with research and sources from these different places, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources or whatever it gives you. And then you can keep on chatting until you actually are satisfied with the actual answer. And although these methods are, getting more and more popular, and they're getting, they're satisfying the user intent much more than, for example, a traditional search in Google, I honestly still think that it is very important to not only do this one over here, which is, like this fast information, but you also want to still keep on doing your blog posts. I think that a good mix between the two is the most important. And honestly, just being consistent with both of these, right? You want to have a specific calendar and post blog posts every week and post enough of this fast content. And this fast content, obviously, I mean, there's different ways of doing it. You can do something like YouTube or TikTok, or I personally think that YouTube is the best, because like you are building in like a personal relationship with the viewer, but it's not entirely necessary. What you can also do is you can get like news articles, like things that are happening today, right? Let's say that it's beginning of October, right? What is happening in the beginning of October that some specific news thing that is happening on the 1st of October and or on the 2nd of October and so on and so forth, and that you can combine it with your service or some specific part of your business. So that way you're not only creating relevant content that's, very in date, which also gives trust to these specific, you know, chats over here, but you're also creating eventually, I mean, these would be blog posts as well, for example, but they would start off very trendy and then not go trendy. But still, if someone wanted to read more, right, they can go in here and they can read more. So it's very important to have this as some type of like, informative, detailed description about this answer that they're looking for. Now, for example, I can take a specific YouTube video that I've made in another channel that has gotten over 150,000 impressions, and it is gradually increasing, which in about 180 days of span, which is pretty good. Um, but as you can see, the traffic sources are interesting to look at because the majority is obviously YouTube search. So we have this Google search over here, which is YouTube search because YouTube is Google. But we also have other searches, other sources over here. We have ChatGPT, which is number 2. We have also Perplexity, which is another LLM, another source of ChatGPT. So somehow people are watching my videos or they're looking for a specific question, and instead of going through different blog posts and finding my video, they actually find my video through a chat. And most of my videos do have a trajectory like this, which it has to do with some specific type of trendy topic in the SaaS world, right? Or with technology, with AI. And then eventually after like 2 weeks, for example, like nano banana, very trendy. And then after like 2-3 weeks, it kind of dies out. But acting quickly and being consistent is obviously the key here. So I actually want to show you a quick little workaround of how you can like identify some type of news piece and then build some type of content around that. So October 6th, today's October 7th, October 6th, yesterday, OpenAI introduced their agent kit, which is like their new type of agent system for creating agents and doing like automations and whatnot. I actually still kind of have to read through this, but yeah, basically like a new type of interface. And so this is like a very big trendy topic in the Twitter world when it comes to AI. So why not use this as an example? So we can use this specific information, and then we can go into a tool like Arval, and I've used Arval in a bunch of my videos. But basically what it is, you can select an AI news article like this, and then you can, add a specific keyword like OpenAI agent kit, right? Search for stories. And then it says, all right, OpenAI launches agent kit to simplify and accelerate AI agent development. So let's go ahead and add this story. And then you can create a bunch of different types of news articles based on that specific keyword that you added. And for example, you can add custom images, you can highlight specific text and add external links to a specific, 1 or 2 paragraphs that you want to add to. And you can use AI to basically add your own types of services, your own types of call to actions to the specific blog post, and then automatically send that and post it directly to your website. And you can automate these posts as well, which is great. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know down in the comments below, and hope to see you next time. All right. Thank you so much. Goodbye.